Ruby's smile could to grow even more wider. Godzilla started to get a little terrified about that. He had a feeling he knew the answer, but he couldn't ask. And why is that? Because I don't. And Ultima replied, for one, I don't know how to tell a girl how I feel. Plus, since you. And number two, you two have way more dating experience than I do. You've been dating for 17. You've been dating like years before you two even got married. You didn't have me and my retarded siblings, so therefore, you guys have more dating experience than I do. So I need you guys to be my wingman, and basically, Ruby couldn't help but to scream in victory with pure happiness, and she went into her room almost immediately. Oh God! Why? Ultima couldn't help but to smile. Well, considering he actually made a promise to his mom that he'll bring her and his. He made a promise to Ruby years ago, well, about 2 years ago, that he'll bring her and Godzilla with him so they could be his wingman and to help him to basically how to make the right move when it comes to dating a girl. So, Ultima was keeping his end of the deal. He gets a girlfriend, and Ruby gets to come along to see her son on getting a girl. But then Godzilla Jr. and Legendary, along with Dagon, come up to bust their heads through the ground. Oh, come on, what the hell? Hell, you guys help him get a girlfriend, but not us? Godzilla and Ruby stared at their other kids. It seemed that their face had complete betrayal and looks. Before they say anything else, they just disappeared. Ruby looked down at the hole where they busted through their... Looked down at the hole and saw that they were pouting, and then come to say, look, when we're done with Ultima, we'll help you when we get back home. Oh yeah, sure, you help him because he's a frickin' successor to Dad's throne. Godzilla and Ruby come up to faceplant. They don't really trust their kids home alone, knowing that a few of them are actually fully grown to look after themselves, but they still did not trust them being home alone. So Godzilla made the right call to call his mom to come over here and watch over them until they come back. It took long until Ruby packed up all of her things and Godzilla's things. Godzilla clearly had a look that he did not want to go. But he had no other choice. They were patiently waiting for Gorgon to arrive. Ultima being a little impatient, being less patient, was tapping his foot on the ground waiting for his grandma to arrive so that she could look after his younger siblings. But then when she arrived, Ultima got a head start. The three of them had a confused look on their faces, but then ignored it. Alright, so you guys gonna go help him get a girl? Mm-hmm. So you don't mind watching over them while we're gone, do you? Of course not, Ruby. They're my grandchildren after all. And if they start becoming too much of a problem, I'll call your mom and your dad and Raven to come over here and help me out. Alright. And just give us a call if things get a little too out of hand. Alright. Gorgier waved her hand goodbye to her son and daughter-in-law. She was kind of too late to say goodbye to her grandson, considering he was already in the ocean waiting for his mom and dad to arrive. Come on, you slowpokes. Don't make me sit here wait all day unless you want me to destroy another city again. Jesus, son, calm down. I'm not as young as I used to be. You say that, but then again, Mom was like 25 times more faster than you do when she's using her freaking powers. Ruby could not just laugh at that, knowing that it was basically kind of true. However, when they were on their way, they had no idea that Mechagodzilla was watching in the forest. Well, behind the mountain, basically. He then flew off, heading straight towards the bait. When he arrived, he reported to Cinder, who was patiently waiting. Cinder was waiting patiently for Mechagodzilla to return. Report, Mechagodzilla. Apparently, Godzilla, Ruby, and their oldest son, Ultima, are on their way to this island called Paradise, the island of the devils. They're on the way to this island so that way they can get Ultima a girlfriend, so that way they can stop him from destroying cities. Interesting. Anyways, so that's it, huh? Uh-huh. So they're on their way to this island, huh? Yep. Alright. You're dismissed. Cinder entered back to her little kingdom. Well, went back inside of her little castle. She continued thinking about King Ghidorah, knowing it's been years since his death. But even though King Ghidorah's gone, he left a legacy behind. He has 3 sons. His oldest son goes by the name of Legendary Ghidorah. His second son goes by the name of GMK King Ghidorah. And his final son goes by the name of Shin King Ghidorah. And surprisingly, it was kind of surprising, just before King Ghidorah died, he was actually managed to get Cinder pregnant. Not just one, but 3 kids. So that way, King Ghidorah's reign of terror will still be continued, but by the hands of his bloodline. Very soon, one of his sons will take his father's place and continued what he started.